To order. Apologize for being a few minutes late. My name is John Plunk. I'm currently the Vice Chair of the Alabama Ethics Commission. I want to welcome everyone here today and would like to first start by introducing the Commission. In addition to me, or on my left, a lady who has served at every level of the judicial system in our state, including Chief Justice of our Supreme Court from Bay Minette, Lynn Stewart. Sitting on my right, Stan McDonald, who's probate judge in Limestone County, has had a multi-county, multi-state law practice through the years, and has been an excellent commissioner. General Ed Crowell, who's serving his second term on the commission, obviously did such a good job he got reelected. Very active in the Montgomery community in civics activities, as well as having served our nation as a general in the Air Force. Our newest member is Deborah Long, who was not in my law school class, but was in law school with her. She was the top of her graduating class, and I was in a position that made the upper part of the class possible. She had a very distinguished legal career as general counsel for one of our state's international businesses, and we welcome her. Today, we will do the FCPA appeals first, and then we'll take up new business. We'll hear complaints about people who've had complaints filed against them. That will be done in executive session because we'll be discussing good name and character of the individuals, and because we operate like a grand jury and are subject to the Grand Jury Secrecy Act on those matters. Then we will open back up as normal and vote. Anyone that would like to be heard today, we would ask you when you are called to come to the table, and if you haven't signed in, please do so. We ask that everyone put their phones on silent and or turn them off if you can get by without it. This time I want to recognize Pastor Mark Osgood of the Perry Hill United Methodist Church for our invocation. Thank you for coming.
Let's pray together. God, we intentionally take time this morning to give you praise and honor because you are a God of right and you always do right, even though sometimes we accuse you of wrong. Your ways are higher than our ways and your thoughts are higher than our thoughts. And we praise you and honor you. We also give you thanks, Lord, that you have not left us by ourselves to figure out what is right and wrong, but you have revealed your truth in your Son Jesus and in your written word. And we remember reading that those of us who both hear and do your word are like people who build houses on the rock. We need you, Lord, so that we might do your truth as well as hear it. We pray for our public leaders, all employees, and ask, Lord, that you would give them a heart to serve you and to do what is right. I pray for everyone in this room. Lord, we've got a lot of things going on in our lives, stress in our families, deadlines in our jobs. Had struggles even this morning. And yet we take time to invite you to come and bless this room with your peace. I pray, Lord, that you would bless these who meet together with your wisdom and your courage and your compassion and your success. We ask that what we accomplish here today would bring honor to the name of Jesus. If that's going to happen, Lord, we ask that you work in our hearts to make us like you.
Amen. I think we'll all say amen to that. Thank you, Pastor, very much. This time under old business, I want to consider the minutes from our last meeting, which was on August 4th. Unless any member of the commission has a question, I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
No,
As-
but I abstained because I wasn't here. Okay?
Right. Commissioner Long was not present at that meeting because she was not a member of the commission, so the vote is 4-0 to approve those minutes. We need to appoint a new chairman. I'm the vice chairman currently. Our former commission chairman, Beverly Brady of Auburn, her term ended. And with her, absence, or end of her term, we need to elect a new commission chairman. We have a motion to elect a new commission chairman.
I move that we appoint John Plunk to serve as our new chairman.
Second.
Thank you. Motion and a second. Any discussion? I was reminded of what a famous politician once said, who was somewhat reluctant to take the office. He said, "If nominated, I will not run. If elected, I will not serve." However, I will now have a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same thing, we need to elect a vice chairman. I'll entertain a motion to nominate a vice chairman.
Well, I'd like to, I move that we appoint Justice Lynn Stewart as the vice chair.
A second.
All right, we have a nomination by motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? And Justice Stewart is elected our vice chair unanimously. At this time, we'll take up the FCPA appeals on the civil penalties imposed by the Secretary of State. As most or all of you know, that we consider appeals from PACs, individual candidates, et cetera. Secretary of State is charged with assessing civil penalties against anyone who doesn't file timely, and anyone who appeals has to do so within 14 days. And upon finding a good cause, we can amend, approve, or those particular fines. So at this time, Mr. Patterson, we'd ask you to, about the first case, which is the Coleman County Republican Party.
Yes, sir. The Coleman County Republican Party is appealing 2 fines for 2 monthly failures or late filings. The total of those fines is $400.50. Kelly Duke, the chairman of the Coleman County Republican Party, says that the oversight resulted from their failing to see the published calendar for the 2022 election cycle. They say that the reporting is handled by volunteers who do not regularly go to the state website, and they have some opinions about how PACs could better be notified or be required to file those reports. They say that they do not spend any money on candidates in primary elections. That's what I have for you.
Is anyone here from the Coleman County Republican Party that wishes to be heard? Not. We have representatives from the Secretary of State's office. Good to see you, as always.
How are you?
Great.
Mr. Chairman, this is a group, thank you, Austin. This is a group that we've had a problem with for the last several election cycles. This is their first appeal, but over the last couple of cycles, they've been levied 13 different penalties. Some of them were $0, some of them they paid at the last minute. We would ask y'all to affirm this penalty. Maybe it'll get their attention.
Thank you. What says the commission? All right, Commissioner
Second.
McDonald, Commissioner Stewart, seconds. Any discussion?
What was that motion?
Any discussion? Not all those in favor of upholding the fine signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Ashley Nicole Bell.
Yes, we have Ms. Bell is here, I believe. There are 2 fines that Ms. Bell is appealing. The total of the fine amount is $760.86. Both of those reports were monthly reports.
Good morning, Ms. Bell. How are you?
Morning. Thank you. I want to remind you that failure to timely file your FCPA form can be a criminal offense. It can be a misdemeanor. You are here only about administrative penalties. But I just wanted to warn you about that before you gave a statement. But would you like to waive your right not to make a statement and address the commission? Okay, Sue, okay. Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, and if you'll state your name for the record for the court reporter.
Ashley Bell.
And you may be seated or stand, whichever you want.
All right, go ahead and tell us about your situation.
Yes, I am a first-time judicial candidate, and I contacted the elections department towards the end of June because I knew that I was reaching the 5-day threshold. I was told, after giving them the information, that I did not have to file in July, that my original filing date would have been in August. Well, I filed the committee campaign form on July the 4th, and I followed up with the Secretary of State's office on July the 5th. I explained again to them that I was within my 5-day threshold, and I was told again that my initial filing would be for August. Well, I asked them to go ahead and activate my sheet so that I could go ahead and make my filings. I was told again that I didn't need to file. I was told to mail a copy of that sheet to the Secretary of State's office, in which I did. I got a letter stating that it was activated on July the 23rd, and that, of course, I would still need to file in August. I contacted them several times on both the 5th, the 5th. I contacted the office numerous of times. I spoke to several individuals on that particular day, and I was told the same thing. Well, in August, when I initially filed, I filed everything from June and July. And on August the 4th, I received notification of penalties, both stating that I failed to file for July and that my August report was late. Well, based upon the information that I received from the Secretary of State, I didn't file in July. That was misrepresentation, in which, no fault of my own, I couldn't go ahead and file anything online because my account was not active at the time. And in August, when I filed, I have information showing when I actually logged into the system, it was about 8:14 p.m. on August the 3rd, in which, when I made my initial filing, on my computer, it stated 11:57. Now, we all know with technology, there can be some differences. I don't know if it was a difference in my time on my computer or whether or not it was on the Secretary of State's website. I don't know. But when the initial filing came through, it said 12:07 a.m., in which I had been on the computer since 8:14 p.m. But it said that I was late. I have a total of fees of $760.86. Again, this is the first time that I've ever even tried to run for a position. And that's why I called the Secretary of State's office numerous of times and spoke to numerous of people trying to make sure that I was doing everything that I was supposed to do, but I still ended up with fines and penalties and offenses. I would just ask that the commission consider the information that I have presented here on today, and I would ask that those offenses be waived as well as the civil penalties.
All right. Mr. Evans, and I'd failed to identify for the record, Mr. Hugh Evans, who's General Counsel, Secretary of State, who formerly served as our General Counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Bell is a first-time candidate. We got her letter, and I went and talked to everybody in the Elections Division to see if we could figure out and piece all this together. She crossed the threshold in June of this year. Now, we did have one young lady that said she did talk to Ms. Bell in August, on August the 4th, but about amending her reports, not about any penalties. And that's all the information we have on it.
As far as the penalties, I contacted the Secretary of State and I asked him about the penalties, but I was told that I spoke with Hugh, and so that I would needed to do an appeal through him, in which I sent him an email.
Correct.
He's nodding, that's correct. For our information, what office are you running for?
Shelby County District Court Judge.
Questions by the commission? What says the commission on Ms. Bell's appeal?
I move, Mr. Chairman, that the waived
All right,
And the funds remitted.
and the funds remitted.
we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
No one opposes, so it's unanimous. The appeal is approved, 5-0. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Ms. Bell.
Next, we have the Political Action Committee, Shelby County Democratic Executive Committee.
Yes, sir. They are appealing 4 failures to file weekly reports. The total fine amount is $182.80. Ms. Marcia Sturdivant, the chair of the PAC, states that both she and the PAC treasurer just recently became the chair and the treasurer for the PAC and were unaware of the need to request the reporting calendar for the special election. And as soon as they were aware of the reporting requirement, they filed. And they say that now that they're aware of the requirements, they will file those timely going forward. And I don't believe there's anyone here from.
Anyone here from Shelby County Democratic Committee? All right. Mr. Evans?
Mr. Chairman, I don't have anything to add to that.
Thank you. And for those who may not be familiar with our practice most recently, on first offenses, we have been lenient to try and encourage people to comply with the reporting requirements. But on first offenses, we have forgiven those and with an admonishment, don't sin again. What does the commission say as to the Shelby County Democratic Executive Committee?
Is this their first offense, Mr. Evans?
To my knowledge, our records did not indicate anything else. I know it's their first appeal, and I could find nothing of any previous penalties. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything else from staff? All right.
No, sir.
I move that we waive the second, third, and fourth offenses and remit $75 of the fine, but that we impose the first offense and the fine therefore.
All right. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Vote. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Next Generation Alabama Political Action Committee.
Yes, sir. I believe we have Attorney Steve Shaw here to represent them today. They are appealing 8 fines for failure to file 5 monthly reports, I believe it is, and 3 major contributions. The total fine amount is $7,164.10. And pass it along to Mr. Shaw.
Mr. Shaw, glad to have you here.
Thank you.
And who is with you?
This is Griff Hibbard Curdo. He is here. He is the new director of the Next Generation Alabama PAC. And he will be speaking, Cynthia, he's.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And do you understand that it could be a criminal violation for your failure to timely file, but you're only here about administrative penalties? And you want to waive that, your right not to speak and speak to the commission? Okay, thanks.
I'll let Mr. Hibbard Curdo go into the details of this, but it all was generated after he became the director in this past year in February. Get to the final point, the person that they had been relying on for this, they no longer have the relationship with the person they were relying on. And in reliance on the advice they had, when they went to file this in August of this year, triggering the filing report they thought was then due to be their first report, backed up and said, no, you need to file since February of this year. That's how the 8 accumulated with one specific incident that triggered the due date for the 7 that were prior to that. So if you would tell me.
Good morning.
Congrats to the new chair and vice chair.
The pay is double.
So I began work with this organization in February. I had heard we had actually missed filings in the past, and by we, I mean a contractor we used actually subcontracted our FCPA reports out. I heard we had had prior violations, so I was really keen to do everything correct. We had a number of emails between myself and the contractor asking what is our obligation to file, and the subcontractor, the accountant who was responsible for our filings, Peace One unfortunately did not subscribe us to the municipal calendar. So none of our officers for the PAC were receiving email notifications that we were due for an upcoming report. And she told us that we were on the books once we spent $1,000 on behalf of a candidate. And so in July, we contributed to several candidates and we had $1,000. And so on August 2nd, I logged into the FCPA site for the first time, filing what I thought was going to be our first on-time necessary report for July. And obviously, I saw that we were not subscribed to the election calendar at all. And once I subscribed, I saw that we were on the hook since February. I also did not know about the rule for major contributions, and obviously learned that we had 8 total reports. So I let our board members know, and that week we contacted the Secretary of State's office and filed an official appeal, sent an email, made calls. Again, definitely not a deliberate violation. I thought that July was going to be our first report that was necessary, and I thought I was doing my due diligence, and obviously we were negligent for many months of filing. So we've made every attempt to remedy the issue and be proactive.
That includes the termination of the.
Yeah, and we're obviously no longer working with those individuals.
Who was that contractor?
Yeah, so the contractor was Lindsay McAdory, and he was contracting out to an accountant named.
Mr. Evans?
Sir, Mr. Chairman, I have no record of any previous offenses. Now, there were there were 3 major contributions that weren't reported properly and 5 monthly contributions that weren't reported properly. This group's been around since May of 2018, is what my records indicate. I will say this, like I said, they're serious matters. Once we sent the notification letters out, Mr. Shaw contacted me immediately and made steps to try to remedy the situation. I don't think we'll have problems with them going forward.
All right, thank you, sir. Anything else, Mr. Shaw? No. What interests do y'all have as far as your PAC goes, just for my information?
What interests? So far, we've participated in nonpartisan elections in the Birmingham.
Very good. Any questions from the commission? We have a motion.
I move that we dismiss offenses 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and that we remit $6,264.10 of the fines. That would leave a remaining fine of $900. And I believe that my motion is in accordance with prior practice of the commission.
Yes, it is. I'll second that. All right, we have a motion and a second by Mr. McDonald. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
This time we'll go into executive session to discuss matters that may be related to the character and fitness of certain public officials or employees, as well as matters covered by the Grand Jury Secrecy Act. No matters that we're going to discuss will be outside the scope of the state guidelines that are permitted in meetings in executive session. We expect to reconvene in 2.5 to 3 hours. Any members of the press who have tripods in the hearing room may leave where they are, but all recording devices, video and audio must be removed from the room. Anyone secretly recording the executive session will be in violation of the law. Do I have a motion that we go into executive session?
Move.
And second.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. We'll go into executive session. Right on. Okay.
Hot mic.
We're back in open session. In the matter of Kendra Peoples,
Mr. Chairman, with regard to the complaint as filed against Kendra Peoples, former CNP manager, MLK Junior Elementary School, I move as follows. Based on the evidence presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Kendra Peoples has committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be handled administratively and that it be referred for review and appropriate legal action to the district attorney of the appropriate judicial circuit.
and Blue General Kroll, second.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? Not. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Victor Wade Smith.
Mr. Chair, with regards to the complaint that's filed against Victor Wade Smith, former supervisor, Shelby County Water Services, I move as follows. Based on the evidence as presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Victor Wade Smith has violated the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be referred for review and appropriate legal action to district attorney of the appropriate judicial circuit. Based on the evidence of the, I've already indicated that the evidence was one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act, and it be handled, the case administratively.
All right. Fine recommendation, $75, I believe. No, okay. All right, and Commissioner McDonald, second? Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Vera Smith.
Mr. Chair, with respect to the complaint as filed against Vera Lynn Smith, former councilwoman of the town of Sneed, I move as follows. Based on the evidence presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Vera Lynn Smith has committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be handled administratively and that it be referred for review and appropriate legal action to the district attorney of the appropriate judicial circuit.
And I second that motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Priscilla Wilson.
Mr. Chair, with regard to the complaint as filed against Priscilla Wilson, former council member, Town of Gordon, I move as follows. Based on the evidence as presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Priscilla Wilson has committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be handled administratively and that it be referred for review and appropriate legal action to the district attorney of the appropriate judicial circuit.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Approved 5-0. Vera Smith is council member of the town of Gordon. I believe the script may have had Sneed. Just need to correct that, town of Gordon. All right. Jennifer Packer.
Mr. Chair, with regard to the complaint as filed against Jennifer Packer, Accounting Assistant 2, City of Leeds, I move as follows. Based on the evidence as presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Jennifer Packer has violated the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be referred for review and appropriate legal action to the Attorney General of the state of Alabama.
Mr. McDonald, second.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Christy Ferguson.
Mr. Chair, with regards to the complaint that's filed against Christy Ferguson, former head softball coach, Hartselle High School, I move as follows. Based on the evidence as presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Christy Ferguson has committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be handled administratively and it be referred for review and appropriate legal actions to the district attorney of the appropriate judicial circuit.
Thank you, General. Second, Commissioner Long.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Passes 5-0. Timothy Guffey.
Mr. Chair, with regard to the complaint as filed against Tim Guppy, former chairman, Jackson County Commission, I move as follows. Based on the evidence as presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Tim Guppy has committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be handled administratively and that it be referred for review and appropriate legal action to the Attorney General of the state of Alabama.
Thank you, Commissioner Stewart. Second by Commissioner McDonald. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. Passes 5-0. Carrie Martin.
Mr. Chair, with regard to the complaint that's filed against Carrie Martin, Senior Social Worker, Department of Human Resources, I move as follows. Based on the evidence as presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Carrie Martin has violated the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be referred for review and appropriate legal action to the District Attorney of the appropriate judicial circuit.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Passes 5-0. Tamika Phillips.
Mr. Chair, with regards to the complaint that's filed against Tamika Phillips, former police officer, City of Birmingham, I move as follows. Based on the evidence as presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Tamika Phillips has committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be handled administratively and that it be referred for review and appropriate legal actions to the District Attorney of the appropriate judicial circuit.
Second by Commissioner McDonald. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Passes 5-0. Donta Taylor.
Mr. Chair, with regard to the complaint as filed against Deonta Taylor, Administrative Clerk, City of Birmingham, I move as follows. Based on the evidence as presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Deonta Taylor has committed minor violations of the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be handled administratively and that it be referred for review and appropriate legal action to the District Attorney of the appropriate judicial circuit.
I second that motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Approved 5-0. Teresa Lindsay.
Mr. Chair, with regard to the complaint as filed against Teresa Lindsay, council member, Town of Sneed, I move as follows. Based on the evidence as presented to this commission, there exists cause to hold that Teresa Lindsay has committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. I further move that this case be handled administratively and that it be referred for review and appropriate legal action to the Attorney General of the state of Alabama.
General Kroll, second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Approved 5-0. I believe that concludes those cases. Mr. Director, what is next on our agenda?
Mr. Chair, staff has recommended for dismissal, if the case is felt to be supported by sufficient evidence. Motion.
And that will be in mass, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, do I have a motion?
I move,
I'm sorry.
I'll
General-
second.
General Kroll makes the motion, Commissioner Stewart seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. Passes 5-0. Other business, Mr. Director.
Yes, sir. At this time, we would ask for final disposition of administrative resolutions which had previously been from the general or the district attorney. Commissioner Long, for your benefit, when you approve the resolution of the case to administrative. At this point in the agenda, these are cases which were previously approved. The agency to which it was referred and would impose fines. Restitution if necessary. That's correct.
And Commissioner Long, having not been a member of the commission when our initial action was taken, is going to abstain on these. The first case is Benjamin Sutton.
Sutton.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, on August 4th, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found Benjamin Sutton, Captain City of Homewood, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Benjamin Sutton requested an administrative resolution on that date. The commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the district attorney of the 10th Judicial Circuit. The administrative resolution has been approved by Danny Carr, district attorney of the 10th Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. An administrative penalty in the amount of $2,000 is ordered by the Commission to be paid to the Ethics Commission by cashier's check, money order, or online payment on or before November 12, 2021. Restitution in the amount of $312.30 was paid directly to the City of Homewood by Benjamin Sutton. By unanimous vote of the Alabama Ethics Commission, the 6th day of October.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. Approved 4-0. Matter of Holly Brewer. On June 2nd, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found Holly Brewer, office associate, University of Alabama, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Holly Brewer requested an administrative resolution on that date. Commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the District Attorney of the 6th Judicial Circuit. Administrative resolution has been approved by Robert Webb, the District Attorney of the 6th Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move this matter be handled administratively as follows. An administrative penalty in the amount of $25 is ordered by the Commission to be paid to the Ethics Commission by cashier's check, money order, or online payment on or before November 12, 2021. There is no restitution owing on this minor violation. Second? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Let me note that I'm
Sure.
recused in this case.
All right. Commissioner Stewart recuses herself in the case of Holly Brewer. Vote is 3-0, and the motion is approved. Ricky Porter.
On August 4th, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found Rickett Porter, principal, Chilton County Board of Education, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Ricky Porter requested an administrative resolution on that date. The Commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the District Attorney of the 19th Judicial Circuit. The administrative resolution has been approved by Randall Houston, District Attorney of the 19th Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. An administrative penalty in the amount of $25 is ordered by the Commission to be paid to the to the Ethics Commission by cashier's check, money order, online payment on or before November 12, 2021. There's no restitution owing for this minor violation.
Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Passes 4-0. Melissa McKee.
On August 4th, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found Melissa McKee, former employee, Alabama Department of Transportation, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Melissa McKee requested an administrative resolution on that date. The Commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the District Attorney of the 1st Judicial Circuit. The administrative resolution has been approved by Spencer Walker, District Attorney of the 1st Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. An administrative penalty in the amount of $100 is ordered by the Commission to be paid to the Ethics Commission by cashier's check, money order, online payment on or before November 12, 2021.
Second. Commissioner McDonald.
Wait, I think there's more.
There's one
Oh, I'm
more.
sorry.
Yeah. On or about
Oh, I'm sorry.
On or about March 25th, 2021, Melissa McKee paid restitution in the amount of $1,305.56 directly to the Alabama Department of Transportation.
Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Tania Walker. On August 4th, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found Tania Walker, freshman seminar advisor, Calhoun Community College, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Tania Walker requested an administrative resolution on that date. Commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case, forwarded to the District Attorney of the 23rd Judicial Circuit. Administrative resolution has been approved by Robert Broussard, District Attorney of the 23rd Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. An administrative penalty in the amount of $100 is ordered by the Commission to be paid to the Ethics Commission by cashier's check, money order, or online payment on or before November 12, 2021. Restitution in the amount of $638.49 is ordered to be paid to the Ethics Commission by cashier's check, money order, or online payment on or before November 12, 2021, and dispersed to Calhoun Community College thereafter. Second, General Kroll. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Passes 4-0. Greg Mashburn.
On August 4th, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found that Greg Mashburn, former council member, City of Scottsboro, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Greg Mashburn requested an administrative resolution on that date. The commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the district attorney of the 38th Judicial Circuit. The administrative resolution has been approved by Jason Pierce, district attorney of the 38th Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. No administrative fine is ordered by the commission. There is no restitution owing for this minor violation. By unanimous vote of the Alabama Ethics Commission this 6th day of October 2021.
I second the motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Passes 4-0. Veranda Kate Melton. On August 4, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found Veranda Kate Melton, Executive Director of Capstone Village at the University of Alabama, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Veranda Melton requested an administrative resolution on that date. The Commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the District Attorney of the 6th Judicial Circuit. That administrative resolution has been approved by Robert Webb, District Attorney of the 6th Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. An administrative penalty in the amount of $1,000 is ordered by the Commission to be paid to the Commission by cashier's check, money order, or online payment on or before November 12, 2021. There's no restitution owing for this minor violation.
I second the motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. Passes 4-0. Tina Jones.
On August 4th, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found Tina Jones, teacher and cheer coach, Huntsville High School, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Ms. Jones requested an administrative resolution on that date. The commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the district attorney of the 23rd Judicial Circuit. The administrative resolution has been approved by Robert Prasad, district attorney of the 23rd Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. No administrative fee is ordered by the commission. There is no restitution owing for the minor violation.
I second the motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. Passes 4-0. Andrea Michelle Reagan.
On August 4th, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found Andrea Michelle Reagan, Administrative Assistant to Superintendent, Colbert County Schools, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Ms. Reagan requested an administrative resolution on that date. The commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the District Attorney of the 31st Judicial Circuit. The administrative resolution has been approved by Bryce Graham, District Attorney of the 31st Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. An administrative penalty in the amount of $500 is ordered by the commission to be paid to the Ethics Commission by cashier's check, money order, or online payment on or before November 12, 2021. There is no restitution owing for this minor violation.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. Passes 4-0. Sandy Armstrong.
On February the 3rd, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found Sandy Armstrong, Director, EARIC, Auburn University, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Ms. Armstrong requested an administrative resolution on that date. The commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the District Attorney of the 37th Judicial Circuit. The administrative resolution has been approved by Jessica Vigier, District Attorney Pro Tem of the 37th Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. An administrative penalty in the amount of $300 is ordered by the commission to be paid to the Ethics Commission by cashier's check, money order, or online payment on or before November 12, 2021. There is no restitution owing for this minor violation.
A second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. Passes 4-0. Wade Connor Whisenant.
On August 4th, 2021, the Alabama Ethics Commission found that Wade Connor Whisenant, Pardons and Parole Officer, Alabama Bureau of Pardons and Parole, had committed one minor violation of the Alabama Ethics Act. Mr. Whisenant requested an administrative resolution on that date. The commission unanimously approved an administrative resolution of the case and forwarded to the district attorney of the 16th Judicial Circuit. The administrative resolution has been approved by Jody Willoughby, district attorney of the 16th Judicial Circuit. Accordingly, I hereby move that this matter be handled administratively as follows. An administrative penalty in the amount of $500 is ordered by the commission to be paid to the Ethics Commission by cashier's check, money order, online payment on or before November 12, 2021. There's no restitution owing for the minor violation.
I second the motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. Passes 4-0. Jessica Jackson.
This is a request by, we have a request by respondents, to reduce or remit their fine. One is to reduce or remit fine, and one, extend the deadline. This may be something, information about the facts of the case, so I don't know if you want to go back into executive session, if you remember that.
How much was the fine? $1,000?
$1,000.
Still employed?
No. Oh, we don't have the request in writing. She has made it just for,
Oh,
we have requested it to be made in writing.
Move that we deny the request.
all right. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, no. Passes 5-0.
I was.
And Tiffany Sanders, same thing?
Yes, sir.
Nothing in writing? Same motion?
Has there been a request for a payment plan, or there hasn't been?
Asked for a payment plan.
Has she paid anything in 2 years?
No.
Okay.
Option is, if we don't do the payment plan, I find with Jessica Jackson, I will then, institute the collection.
What's your typical time period before you institute collection?
Well, we just now started doing that. And such, so I don't have I institute action for collection of.
Since,
Right, just to point out, it's not a chronic problem, but we do have it come up from time to time.
since we are going to start allowing payment plans in at least some cases.
Sure.
I would move that we allow her until, well, it's past time. Past October the 5th for her to request a
Oh.
payment plan.
Right, well, that's what, we just put that deadline in so that we could have
Well, I
something in
would-
writing
I would move
for
that we allow her 2 weeks to submit a request for a payment plan in writing. Otherwise, it will be denied.
Okay, and I'm authorized to give her that payment plan, and I'll set that up with her, okay?
There a
And that's
second?
Stewart.
Second.
McDonald seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Passes 5-0. Mr. Director, is there anything else? we
No,
need to
sir,
take up?
there's not.
Our next meeting will be December 1st at 9:30 a.m. Any other business, any comments or questions from members of the commission?
Move that we adjourn.
Have a second?
Second.
We adjourned.
Yeah, this